Somebody tell Al Sharpton to hang that phone up. The Target CEO want to meet with Brother Al about why black people not going back into them raggedy stores. Al Sharpton, hang that phone up. Rat damn now.
The CEO of Target has reached out to Al Sharpton in an attempt to get the boycotts of his store to stop. It's over. Target, it is time for you to wave the white flag.
Oh, and to that CEO, that's the secret. We don't give if you was meeting with Al Green. Spending my days. Because to be gaslit by a company is crazy. Now all of a sudden you want to talk about ending the boycott. Not from the same as you say you ain't need the money from. So even if you had a conversation with Al Sharpton, who is AI activist, be on our side. Like he said, you can withdraw and so can we. Whatever you think that you finna talk about to reverse what you done did and said is a negative. We have already made our minds up. The plan has already been set to save. So we not even spending no money, let alone coming to that to spend. Y'all was just too loud with the disrespect. Like y'all didn't have to be that disrespectful. Like y'all literally couldn't wait. Now,
hey Target, Reverend Al had absolutely nothing to do with my decision as a black woman to stop shopping in your stores. I don't know what you would have to do. I don't know what kind of miracle you would have to perform, Target, to get me to ever shop at your stores again. And if I was going to be influenced, it would be by the collective of black women that influenced me to agree not to shop in your stores together as a way of showing you how we feel about your policies.
I'm Gracie here once again. Welcome back to the channel. I hope that from wherever you, my people, are watching this from, you're doing all right and God has protected you and preserved you very well. I do appreciate all of you that keep supporting, and I want to give a big special shout out to my members for supporting exclusively through the member packs. Thank you so very much. Those of you that super thank me, super chat me, I see those gifts. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate you guys. And as always, we have another hot, beautiful episode to look at. 92% of black women and 80 plus black men decided to boycott all these businesses that decided to take away DEI. And guess what now? Target is meeting with black leaders, begging them to talk with the black community to stop boycotting their business because apparently they're making a lot of losses. Wow. Did they ever meet with these black leaders when they were deciding to cut DEI? Did they ever? Do you see the disrespect? And right now that it is all about money, they are meeting them. Oh my goodness. I watched all these teachers with my eyes open. But the most interesting thing is the reactions of black people towards this, and that is what we are going to be looking at. Credit goes to the original creators. Watch this, come back and talk about it. Do not forget to subscribe if you are landing on here for your very first time. And let me know what you think about this entire Target CEO trying now to go behind when, anyways, let's watch this.
Somebody tell Al Sharpton to hang that phone up. The Target CEO want to meet with Brother Al about why black people not going back into them raggedy ass stores. Al Sharpton, hang that phone up. Rat damn now. The meeting which Target asked for comes after some civil rights groups urged consumers not to shop at Target. Civil rights groups? Shit, we decided that ourselves. Hang that phone up, Al. Now, people can shop wherever they want. I always tell people, can't nobody make me do nothing, and I can't make nobody else do nothing. But it's the principle of the motherfucking shit. And so I'm just saying, Target CEO, these people not coming back into y'all stores. They not. Hang that phone up, Al.
So let me get this straight. Target wants to meet with black leaders because they are missing that black dollar. For years, the black community and Target had a wonderful give and take relationship, right? Target had wonderful programs that benefited small black owned businesses, which benefited their black customers. And so in return, black people shopped at Target. But as soon as King Dotard got his second term, Target said, F you, black people, we riding with the racists. Black people who share this mental wave, this ability to connect with each other mentally, we all collectively said, F you, Target, we'll take our black dollars and shop elsewhere. And for 10 consecutive weeks, black people have choked out Target's profit margin. And now Target wants to meet with black leaders like Al Sharpton. They need to include Pastor Jamal Bryant in there, because Pastor Jamal Bryant also called for a boycott against Target. Not only has Target's profit margin gone down, but their stock price has tanked. Now that all of this has happened, they want to meet with black leaders. They didn't want to meet with black leaders when they were thinking about getting rid of DEI programs that benefit black people. They didn't want to meet with black leaders then. I say black leaders should say F you, Target. Period.
The information and the topic that will be discussed in this video is coming from an article that comes from NBC.com, and if you're black, it should make you a little proud. So I'm just going to read off the article, okay? Target CEO Cornell to meet with Sharpton, Al Sharpton, to discuss DEI rollbacks as civil rights leader considers boycott. I don't know why they care about what he's considering. We have already started boycotting. By the way, the information, this article was all put out today. Today is April 17th, just to give you reference. All right. Target CEO Brian Cornell will meet with Reverend Al Sharpton this week in New York as the retailer faces calls for boycott and slowdown in foot traffic. The meeting which Target asked for, we didn't go to Target, Target is coming to us, comes after civil rights groups urged consumers to not shop in Target in response to the retailer's decision to cut back on DEI. While Sharpton has not called for the boycott of Target, and I'm happy that they included that, he has supported efforts from others to stop shopping at the retailer's stores. Now, I'm gonna ask y'all something. Do you think that the CEO of Target would go out of their way now to go and organize a meeting with one of our civil rights leader activists to try to discuss this if they wasn't feeling the loss, if it wasn't hurting their pockets, if the black dollar wasn't really as valuable? Do you think all of this would have been happening? No. And this is why this is our best bet. Hold them fucking coins. Hold them fucking coins. No need to go out into the street and potentially get down. You understand? Hold them funds, hold them coins. Because I promise you, they feel it. We are like the #1 consumers in America. If we're not spending it, who do you think is? We are the ones that overspend. We overconsume. So guess what's happening with Target and them? They feeling it. Them stocks been plummeting. People are going in there, literally filling up the carts to the brim and then just leaving it there. They're fucking with them. They're trolling them. You really think that, like, the way that we have been boycotting financially, by withholding financially, that is really not that effective? It may take some time before you start seeing the effects, but it's truly effective. Now, I'm going to read this quote that comes from Al Sharpton. You can't have an election come and then all of a sudden change your old positions. Said Sharpton, if an election determines your commitment to fairness, then fine. You have the right to withdraw from us, but then we have the right to withdraw from you. Yes, we do, and that's what we did and did. So like I said, hold them funds, figure out a way to invest those funds if you can, you understand? But that's how we gonna fight. That's how we're going to fight. And let's see how many more of these brands start calling for some of these meetings, okay? Because the black dollar holds more power than they want us to believe.
Oh, CEO. And to that CEO, that's the secret. We don't give a fuck if you was meeting with Al Green. Spending my days. Cause to be gaslit by a company is crazy. Now all of a sudden you want to talk about ending the boycott. Not from the same motherfuckers you say you ain't need the money from. So even if you had a conversation with Al Sharpton, who is AI activist, be on our side. Like he said, you can withdraw and so can we. Whatever you think that you finna talk about to reverse what you done did and said is a negative. We have already made our minds up. The plan has already been set to save. So we not even spending no money, let alone coming to that motherfucker to spend. Y'all was just too loud with the disrespect. Like y'all didn't have to be that disrespectful. Like y'all literally couldn't wait. Now it's taking a toll. Now you want to reverse. Whatever you gonna tell Al, we don't believe you. So we telling you ahead of time. There's no need for the conversation. It's not gonna change anything. Now everybody is, hey, you got some people swayed back in. That's not our fault. They got nothing, we can't save them all. But the majority, we said what we said. We did what we did, and it's gonna stand where it's standing. The fuck?
Hey, Target. Reverend Al had absolutely nothing to do with my decision as a Black woman to stop shopping in your stores. I don't know what you would have to do. I don't know what kind of miracle you would have to perform, Target, to get me to ever shop at your stores again. And if I was going to be influenced, it would be by the collective of Black women that influenced me to agree not to shop in your stores together, as a way of showing you how we feel about your policies and how insulting and hurtful they were to us as customers. It's actually causing me to do a lot of research. I now recommend to Black women as a very effective and viable alternative to these marches. We're withholding our dollars from stores and retailers like you that treat us the way you did. Easy. Reverend Al ain't got nothing to do with it. He can't have any influence. The only people that influence me about this are other Black women. He ain't had nothing to do with the original decision and my continuing decision to withdraw my dollars from your store. Because you know what else I learned during this period of kind of tightening the belt, being more careful and picky about where I spend my dollars? I learned that we as Black people, we overspend, we overconsume. I'm glad that we've gotten started and we're practicing consuming less by refusing to shop at your stores. Good for us. Yeah, Reverend Al ain't got nothing to do with it. And when you think about it, when we think about the Black community and us spending money in your stores, who do you think's making that decision, men or women? I gotta be honest with y'all. I don't think I have ever run into another man or dad that I know at Target. I run into other moms, women I know, but never run into another man. Like, I don't know what y'all are thinking, and I'm Gen X. And to be perfectly honest, and this is just me sharing, I have never understood or accepted like Reverend Al is some representative for me as a Black woman. I've never gotten it. I don't get him. I don't understand this appeal he has. I understand he has, a CV and a list of accomplishments, and he is somebody, important in the civil rights movement. I guess to say that Target is out of touch. Target, what you are doing is letting your slip show. We are definitely seeing how completely out of touch with where we are on this. As far as I'm concerned, economic boycotts of Target, stores like Target, one of the best and most efficacious way for us to do activism during this time. It's safe and it's effective. Yeah, Reverend Al had nothing to do with it. Where did y'all get that from? Who's advising you?
I'll go back to Target when they make all of their executive board, every executive board, every upper management position, all Black. Until then, you don't get my money. So Target, how important is our money? If it's not that important, you just keep doing you. If our money's important, all Black executive board and new CEO. All. Not one, not two, not half. Because we know you guys. All. Then I'll go back to Target. Because then I'll believe it. I don't believe it now. You just want our money. But our money is not coming with disrespect right now. Anyone who disrespects us, we will return our stuff immediately, let others know, and stop shopping at your store. It just is what it is. So if it's not that important to you, just keep rocking it. If it is important, you know what you need to do.
So the CEO of Target has reached out to none other than Al Sharpton to see what they can do to help get their customer base back? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Target, nothing. And why you reaching out to Al Sharpton? Al Sharpton don't pull no weight like he did in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. You know, Lil Al, Skinny Al, he ain't doing what Big Al was doing back in the day. You know, Big Al with the perm, you know, that Al. Him and Jesse, when they was rocking the mic. Yeah. No. Target, we not coming back. Because see, what you did was, you thought capitulating to that man meant we would do the same. No. And the question is, to Black America, who's next? Is it Walmart? That's our next target. Let's take our dollars away from Walmart and show the Waltons that, no, sir, you are not that all-powerful being that you think you are. Target's feeling the effect of losing billions and billions and billions of dollars every month from these black pockets. See, because we kept your store afloat. You thought it was them other people that was coming over there. You know, they was coming in there buying snacks. We was shopping. So now, don't worry about Lil Al can't help you. Now, if it was Big Al from back in the day with the perm, yeah, he might could pull some string. But Lil Al ain't gonna serve you. Lil Al on MSNBC doing talk shows. He ain't even rough and rugged and raw like he used to be. He ain't causing no fuss. He ain't making no noise. He ain't holding no marches. He ain't in the middle of the street hollering no justice, no peace. You know, he ain't doing all that. He ain't up there with Jesse Jackson hollering, I am somebody. No, that's not it. So, Target, we not sorry. And you have yet to apologize and even ask what you could do to get our business back. You don't want to do that. So, screw you and your stuff. We not shopping there. Walmart, here we come. You next.
First, Al Sharpton is not the king of black people. He's not like Mufasa. His hair might be, but he's not. Second, he probably just finna negotiate some hair products, you know, get some shampoo and stuff, oil sheen. You know, he just gonna negotiate and get some discounts. And third, it's like Target said, we finna call they daddy on them. Okay. Truth is, Target, you can call Jesus Devante Christ. And I love the Lord. You can call him. We're still not spending our dollars there. Okay? Okay.
I've got a question. Do you think if Target had DEI, their CEO would have known not to go to Al Sharpton? Me neither.
So what is Sharpton supposed to be telling us then? Because if this performative action is your way of trying to send amends to the people that you insulted, it's not going to work. Because for you, it's about the sales. For you, it's about our lives and our livelihoods. And because you're losing billions of dollars because you don't want to do the right thing and protect for fairness and made the most qualified person be hired and retained, you're going to suffer the consequences. Because it's not just about your sales, it's about people's livelihoods. And your actions have showed that you want to not protect people's livelihoods because of the color of their skin, the religion that they believe, and who they love, but you want their money. It's going to take a lot more than talking to our leaders. I appreciate Sharpton. I think he does great work, but he is not the end all be all. And the fact that you think this is means that you still have a bad heart. And America needs to change their hearts. If you are not happy with all of us winning and all of us pursuing life, liberty, and happiness, then you don't deserve to be super rich and get our money. You can be regular. But you're continuing to say the quiet part out loud. Commit to the things that you were committing to before. But you don't want to do that. So, okay. But Al Sharpton ain't got nothing to say to me if he's going to talk about go back to Target. Because no, I'm not. Go back to anywhere, period. I'm not. I'm not going to fund my oppression and the oppression of my future children. Not going to do it. Children that I might even bring here, because what would be the point? What would be the point? Again, racism is very expensive. Racism is going to kill this whole world.
Y'all, today is April 17th, the official last day of the Target fast. That's right. The Target fast was supposed to last from March 5th to April 17th. However, I was boycotting Target before the Target fast. We won't go there. I ain't going back up in Target. Now, suddenly, they're supposed to be meeting with Al Sharpton. That's right. The CEO of Target is supposedly trying to meet with Al Sharpton this week. I think Sharpton is going to meet with them. I don't know. You know what? Good for Target. I hope they talk and things come together. I still ain't going back in Target. One thing I know for sure is that they're not going to put those DEI policies back in place. That's the first thing. The second thing is they already showed us who they are, right? They were quick to jump on the rolling back of the DEI policies before anybody else did. They made all these promises to black businesses and black initiatives, and they quickly said they were no longer going to do that. So you know what? I got a bad taste in my mouth now, Target. I'm straight. I ain't going back up in there. And I'm going to tell you, if you guys have been boycotting all this time, you are showing yourselves you don't need Target either. Do me a favor, and in the comment section, put the places you've been shopping other than Target. Let them know the state or wherever where you can find whatever store that has similar things as Target. And y'all, we can do this. Forget them. We're good. We're not going back. And guess what? I'm here for it.
What's up? You know why America is in this predicament right now? It's because of this. The CEO of Target wants to meet with Al Sharpton. Just take that in. And I know you're probably saying to yourself, what is that going to do? Nothing. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. They would rather do everything but the right thing. Just do the right thing. Apologize. Invest back into the black community like you said you was going to do during the George Floyd killing. Put your DEI policies back in place. Put people of color back on the shelves. Everything you're doing but the right thing. Al Sharpton does not speak for the black community. He is just one person who has had a voice, but he does not speak for the entire black community. In fact, nobody does. And this cuts deep. And whether or not he's going to speak to Reverend Sharpton or he's going to have a change of heart is nothing to speak to. You know what you did wrong. You know what the problem is? A lot of white Americans think we just want emotionalism. We want tangible things. I don't want a kumbaya. I don't want to, hug each other. I don't want promises. We want tangible things that can make our community great. And just follow through what you said. Okay? No more talking. No more talking.
I'm not about to do no think piece about it, but I just think it's hilarious that the Target CEO reached out to Al Sharpton to try to get the blacks back on his side. Sir, that was the best you had? Like, was that plan A? Because that's concerning. Is that just the only black person with some type of status that you know of? So you thought surely that he could rally us back to your side? But also what have you done for us even to come back? There's been no apology, no, hey, our bad. At this point, the board needs to go ahead and just get a new CEO because y'all about to file for Chapter 13 in a minute.
Target CEO requesting a meeting with Al Sharpton has to be the funniest shit I heard all 2025. I know Target rolled back their DEI. Since they rolled back their DEI, their sales from the African American community has been extremely low. Actually, we don't fuck with them. Now, some of us still fuck with them because clearly, you know, one thing about us black people, we can't all get on one accord, baby. We just gotta take the best we can fucking get. The fact that Target CEO thinks contacting Al Sharpton for a meeting is gonna get the black community back in their fucking stores, baby, this is worse than the fucking Betty Boop shirts. Like, who in the fuck y'all think we are? Target, this is all the fuck you have? So you mean to tell me all of the money y'all pay for marketing, somebody on y'all committee sat there and said, to get the black people back, let's go and fucking get Al Sharpton. No, bitch. How about you give our community some money? How about you make some donations? How about you get our shit back in that store? How about you give every African American in your fucking corporation a fucking raise because you decided to roll back DEI? Every day I wake up, I feel like I'm not living in the real world. Like, is this place really fucking real? So you mean to tell me this is the same place from 10 years ago? Y'all can't fucking tell me something ain't going on in the vaccines y'all got at COVID. Because the fuck? Like, this shit is crazy.
Boycotting work. According to CNBC, Target CEO will be meeting with Al Sharpton to talk about their DEI policies and possibly bringing them back. Now, surprisingly, Al Sharpton was not the one to call for this meeting. The Target CEO was the one who called for this meeting. Of course, Al Sharpton agreed. I will reserve my excitement to see what happens from this meeting, like what the results are, and an official statement. It's obvious that people's absence has been felt by the company. How do you feel about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.
What's going on here? Target CEO to meet with Al Sharpton to discuss DEI rollback as Al Sharpton considers boycott. I mean, I don't know if this is the Twilight Zone, but the boycott has been going on for forever and ever and ever. I don't know why Al Sharpton is suggesting there would be another layer to the boycott. Obviously, the boycott is working. If the CEO of Target wants to meet with Reverend Al Sharpton, but my question is, why not just bring your DEI programs back? You're doing everything but just bringing the DEI programs back. Like, you meeting with Al Sharpton is not going to get not just black people, but everyone who's in support of this boycott to come shop at Target. Like, make it make sense. Now, if just pause to read this part of the article because I thought that this was the best part, but Target called this meeting. Okay, so out of desperation, again, Target called this meeting. And essentially, I don't know if it's to prevent Al Sharpton from getting louder and to be more aggressive about the boycott, but Al Sharpton basically said, you know, you can't change your morals and your values when there's a new president. Like, because of the election, you as a company should think about your consumers, your demographics that walk into the Target store and make decisions based off of that, not based off of the Trump administration, is basically what Al Sharpton is saying. But my thing is, what does Al Sharpton have to do with it? Like, the people have spoken, you know? We have collectively, and I think done a good job at that, sort of made this thing viral, and Target is doing everything but listening to its consumer. This will be a case study. Harvard Business School will go back and look at this as a case study because literally this just makes no sense. You are doing everything but giving people what they want. Anyway, what do you think in the comments? What do you think about this new scheduled meeting with Al Sharpton and Target? I don't know. It's getting tired, honestly. Maybe people will never go back to shopping at Target ever.
I know you guys have probably already heard that the CEO of Target Brian Cornell has reached out to one of our civil rights leaders, Al Sharpton, for a meeting. If you haven't, get your coffee, get your tea, let's talk about it. They want to discuss the backlash from the DEI. They want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. This is what happens when you throw rocks and hide your hands. You went back on your word and pulled your support that you pledged after the death of George Floyd. And in January of 2025, you decided to dismantle DEI. You, meaning Target, decided to pull back on DEI. Y'all was simply too comfortable playing in black folks' faces. But what y'all didn't know is that black folks have the power to play back. If you didn't know, you know now. Because the traffic in your stores have significantly slowed down, your stock has plummeted, and you're losing anywhere from $12 to $30 million a day. Guess what? Black people, we understood the assignment and we did not need Al Sharpton to tell us that. If you're a black person and you see this video right now, you should be absolutely proud of yourself because guess what, black people? We absolutely did that. The power of the black dollar has spoken loud and clear. One down, who's next? We are coming for them all. Let's continue to show them who run this economy. If you were a part of the boycott that has Target begging right now, comment one down, who's next? We coming for them all.
Yeah, so it looks like the people down at Target done reached out to the right Reverend Al Sharpton. They done reached out to Al Sharpton, and I'm trying to figure out for what. What is he supposed to do? Is he supposed to release a press statement that make us start shopping at Target again? Because if that's what you're expecting, you're in for a big disappointment. This is no longer a boycott. We don't fuck with y'all. You said what you said. Now stand on it. The difference between Target and us is that we standing on big business. We said we don't fuck with y'all and we mean it. So I don't know what y'all thought reaching out to Al Sharpton was gonna do, except give me more content for a TikTok video. Cause no, we don't give a damn. Half the time we don't fuck with Al Sharpton if we being perfectly honest. So I don't know what y'all thought that was gonna do. But yeah, y'all need to figure something else out because this is no longer a boycott. We just don't fuck with y'all.
The CEO of Target has reached out to Al Sharpton in an attempt to get the boycotts of his store to stop. It's over, Target. It is time for you to wave the white flag. For starters, if you think Al Sharpton has the same influence over the black community that he had maybe in the 70s, 80s, you'd be sadly mistaken. Skinny Al Sharpton ain't moving the needle anymore, all right? We not listening to him. That's also another sign of just how out of touch you have been with your customer base. Watching the way these companies behave in light of losing the black dollar should really show people just how little these corporations think of us, how easily they lump us all into these monolithic bubbles, how easily they let their stereotypes, what they think of our communities, influence how they make their business decisions. To think that somebody like Al Sharpton is the person you need to turn to in order to appeal to the black community and try and get our business back tells me everything I need to know. You were never really in touch with what we wanted from your store. When everything happened during George Floyd, when everything happened with the BLM movement, you were looking to make a buck. You were looking to capitalize off of our pain. And as soon as it felt like that money was not rolling in at the same level, as soon as it felt like the campaign to support us did not fit your bottom line, you dropped us. And you dropped us thinking that we wouldn't notice. You dropped us thinking that other communities wouldn't notice. You dropped us thinking that it would not mean anything. Well, now it does. You've suffered 11 straight weeks of low sales, low foot traffic. You've lost close to $15 billion in overall sales and revenue. This is the find out stage that Target never thought they would come to, because they believed they were bigger than the program. But you're not. I told y'all we were going to bankrupt a corporation. We might bankrupt a few more before this presidency is out. And the first one up is absolutely going to be Target.
So Target is now asking to speak with Reverend Al Sharpton. For what reason? We don't know. But Reverend Al Sharpton has not even posted about the boycott against Target. But it shows that Target understands that we ain't fucking around. And they done fucked around and found out. Target, we've been telling y'all for the last couple of months that we are the buying power in the United States. Black people make shit move. We drive the culture. And when you decided to hit below the belt and renege on your DEI initiatives, you didn't think we were going to pull our money back? Baby, we are joking with y'all now. Y'all are not even a protest anymore. Y'all are not a boycott no more. We have normalized not shopping with y'all. It only takes 30 days to actually pick up a habit. And so we as a community have picked up the habit of not even going to your store. And Reverend Al Sharpton has not even endorsed the boycott. But he did criticize Target and warn them that if you fucked up, you may find out. I don't know if it was the hairdo that made you pick him, but pick somebody else. Pick somebody who actually is boycotting y'all. Because Reverend Al Sharpton will not get us to move. Hell, Jesus may not even get us to move. Hell, I don't even know if we'll come back to y'all, honestly, Target. Y'all have shown us y'all true colors. The reason y'all cared about black folks is because it was a trend. It wasn't because it was something y'all actually wanted to represent. The same thing with the LGBTQI community. But good luck, boo.
See, this is why I can't get nothing done, right? You can't make this up. You ready? Are you sitting down? Let's get into it. Target executives run to meet with Al Sharpton after woke groups threaten boycott over DEI rollback. That's not exactly what we... Okay, so Target CEO Brian Cornell is said to meet civil rights leader Al Sharpton, Reverend Al Sharpton, this week in New York amid criticism over the retailer's rollback of diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Now, this meeting, which was initiated by Target, actually follows recent decisions by the retailer to scale back DEI initiatives, a move that prompted backlash from civil rights organizations. Though Sharpton himself has not yet called for an official boycott, first of all, pause. I didn't know that Al Sharpton was the only voice and spokesperson for an entire race and group of people. Okay, now, he openly supports the consumer movements, urging shoppers to avoid Target. You can't have one election come and all of a sudden change your old positions. If an election determines your commitment to fairness, then fine, you have a right to withdraw from us, but then we have a right to also withdraw from you. Now, that's according to Sharpton. He stated he is open to initiating a formal boycott if Target does not reaffirm its support and investment in the Black community and Black-owned businesses. I said, if Cornell wants to have a candid meeting, we'll meet. He said, I want to first hear what he has to say. So Target has confirmed the planned meeting between Cornell and Sharpton, but declined further comment. Now, I'm a little concerned about this one because if he's saying that he didn't initiate it, then why y'all want to talk to him? Is he the spokesperson for everybody? That's my question. So, and here's the other thing. I thought that this was started by another group of folks who wanted this to occur, and that, of course, has been spearheaded by Pastor Jamal Bryant. Am I incorrect by saying that? I don't think that I am. And there's an actual website and all the things, right? I'm confused because, yeah, here it is. Nearly 50,000 sign up under Pastor Jamal Bryant's Target boycott over DEI rollback. And that literally is something that he kind of initiated, and he gave his reasons why. So I'm concerned. When was the last time outside of marches and so forth? Okay. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm just here to just bring y'all the news, and you do with it what you want. But this helps me to understand that you're still thinking with old ideas and old thoughts. And so those old ideas and old thoughts are literally why you are in the position that you're in. Not only Target, but others. You continue to keep reaching out to folks who I'm not going to say are not relevant, but who are not as active nor as forthright and clear on social media as a Pastor Jamal Bryant and others that are out there. Pastor Bryant has been very, very clear. Very clear. As well as other people. Stay out their stores. And now all of a sudden you're feeling it. And now here we are. You want to talk to Al Sharpton. Can y'all make that make sense? You still disconnected. Tells me all I need to know.
Like I said in the beginning when I was introducing this episode, we didn't see this guy trying to consult black leaders, reverends, or anybody, right? But right now that it is affecting and burning their pockets, they are coming to black leaders to beg and solicit support from them so that they come and talk to the black community. And yet they are very forgetful that this entire boycotting was not as a result of the leaders that they are meeting right now. It was a collective effort from when these people decided, and they're like, the 92% is going to vote for Kamala and the 80+% is going to vote for, Kamala. I'm talking about black men. So this is an entire collective of efforts of black people that decided, and they're like, you don't need our money. You don't, respect our businesses. You are literally ending black people businesses, right? If you don't want to support us, we are not going to support you. And now these people are literally passing behind their back of black people instead of coming and appealing and apologizing and bringing back DEI and giving equal opportunities to black people. They are rather, just going to the leaders as if it's the leaders that told black people stop buying from. It was a collective energy. And this is just so ridiculous. I appreciate and, every response, every stitch that we have watched here from black people, they are saying, we never asked from our black leaders. And therefore, there is not anything they are going to change about us. Like, they are not going to change anything because in the first place, they did not instruct us. This is not an effort of civil rights movements or at activist groups. No. So it is very, very interesting to see all these responses. And to be honest, black people, yes, you just put your front feet nicely and another one behind and don't move. Let them go bankrupt. Let them lose money. That's when they are going to realize that you guys are very necessary and you are very important. You remember when a lot of black people were saying, you know what, we have the biggest spending power in America, and everyone took that for granted. Yes, now they are feeling it because they are losing billions and trillions of money. Their stocks are going down, right? That is the black spending power. And you guys, if you continue going that way and continue supporting black businesses and supporting your own, right? That is going to be the rise of you people, right? The moment you stop putting money in these billionaires and corporations, pockets, the moment you stop that, that is going to be your rise because these people are going to start coming, begging. They will be at their knees to ask for your dollar. They never respected you, but now it is affecting them. Now all of a sudden they want to have a negotiation. What do you want to even negotiate or even talk about? Like, seriously, right? Support black businesses because at least black people value you. Where your dollar is valued is where you're supposed to be putting it at. Stop, just putting you see how important you are to these people. Anywho, I think this is very good. The responses and stitches are amazing. And we are going to continue seeing more other businesses giving in and coming back begging. But the thing is, if they are not willing to take black people business back in, if they are not willing to respect you, if they are not willing to bring back DEI, even if this really benefited white people, you are the ones that have the key to their prosperity. If you don't give it to them, they're not going to be anywhere. Yes, watch them struggle. Anywho, let me know what you think in the comment section. I think from me for today, that's it. I will see you in another amazing video. Until then, my name is Gracie and I love all of you. Yes, don't forget to like, subscribe to this channel as well, and let me know what you think about this very episode.